Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to another episode of Papa Keith's Kitchen. Well, today I thought we'd have a little bit of fun here. We'd make some raised donuts. Yeah, you know, some of them old glazed, big fat round ones there. They're pretty yummy. A little chilly out here today in Vermont. It's 16, 17 degrees out there. I think tomorrow I'm going to make a trip into Chittenden County. Got some business to take care of over that way. I'll bring you along if you want to come. If you don't, stay home. Anyway, here's what we got for our ingredients here. If I can find my notes. I used to do this all from memory, but you know how that goes. Okay, so right here I've got 4.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I got probably about 1/3 of a cup of sugar, give or take. I got here 4 tablespoons of Cabot butter. I use the salted, but you can use unsalted if you want to. I've got here a hefty tablespoon of instant yeast. I got myself a dab of nutmeg, about a teaspoon or so. And I've got about a teaspoon of vanilla. And over here I've got a couple of eggs. I whipped them up a little bit. And I guess the first thing I'm going to do is put in my dry ingredients, most of them. Oh, did I tell you water? I got that in the microwave. Can't forget that. Okay, here. Gotta find my doodad. Just want to check the temperature of this and make sure it's not too hot. You get it too hot, it kind of kills your yeast. Just stick that down there for a second or two. Let's see, there's 99. Well, actually, it's just a little bit cold. It's around 99. I wanted about 115, so I'll give it another hit here. Won't take too long. Those handy dandy microwaves. Got a lot of new gadgets from what we had back in the 50s and 60s. Told you that I used to go to my great-grandmother's house up there, or Grand Memories on the hill. They had a summer kitchen and they had a winter kitchen. The winter kitchen was in the house and the other one was off the house, so they cooked in the summer, wouldn't heat the house up. You know, it was, they didn't even get electricity up there until 1968. They used lanterns and stuff. What I was most amazed at, I guess, was their outhouse out there they had off the house. Of course, they didn't go take crap inside the house. They went outside, like most people did. They had an old two-holer out there. Well, I couldn't see myself sitting out there with another person in there, so I didn't see any reason to have one of them two-holers, but I guess whatever they're comfortable with. And then they actually spread it on their crops. Well, enough jabbering here. Let me see what I got here now. So cold in the house, so there's 128. 130 is a little bit too hot, but I'll fix that. Got my cooling device. There. See what that gives me here. Much better. That's good. down about 128. That I could live with. So put that aside for a second. We got the flour in there. I'm going to add my sugar. My instant yeast. Good old nutmeg. I like to taste the nutmeg. It adds a little flavor to it. Same with the vanilla. Wow, there's that, what do they call that one there? She finally woke up over there. I usually ask her for the weather about 4 in the morning and she won't answer me. Yeah. She likes to sleep in. Okay. Let's see if I can mix that up a little bit. Hey Alexa, what's the weather?
The current weather is 30 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect snow flurries with a high of 36 degrees.
I don't want snow flurries. Nice to see you got your butt out of bed this morning. Another thing she's always saying is you can go and thank your delivery man if you want to. And I said, what delivery? I didn't get a damn delivery. Got me mixed up with somebody else. Looking for money, I guess. And I ain't got any, so they ain't getting any out of me. Whisk that around a little bit, make sure it's mixed in pretty well. I'm going to add my egg in there. One out of there. My cabot butter. Looks like fancy maker syrup when it's dripping off from there. It's almost sugaring time. Won't be long. Down some warm water. Yeah, let's see what happens. Smell that nutmeg in there. Going to scrape down my sides here a little bit. Picked up most of it. There we go. Get that off the bottom. Flour it up again. Takes about 5 or 6 minutes or so to knead that up in good shape. Then when we get that done, I'm going to let it rest for 10-15 minutes. Then I got to find my donut cutter. I know I got one somewhere. I just have to find it. And I'm going to let that proof rot on after I cut them. I made some of these little square wax paper things I'm going to put onto the sheet pan. And I'm going to dust them a little bit so that I can just pick them up and let them slide right off into the file. That usually works pretty well. I'll line my pans with parchment paper. Starting to look pretty good. This new mixer is certainly getting the workout. You can see how well that's cleaned that bowl up there. Yeah, I'll put you back over here. Raise you back up in the air. Get that where I had it before without it falling over. That would be terrible. Alright. See what this feels like. Oh yeah, and it's warm too. Yep. It's gonna make some good donuts. Alright, I'm going to let this rest up for 10 or 15 minutes and I'll be back. Well, I'm going to see now if I can fry up a few of these. Without getting my fingers burned. Put 3 of them in there, see how that works. I got one of these sticky sticks here. I can take and flip them with them. And don't know how well you can see that. I don't know where to put you. I hate to drop that phone down in there. Get it cooked. Yeah. I guess it's hot enough. It's turning them brown. We'll give the old flippity-do here. Boy, those look good. Gonna be yummy in the tummy. And we'll put some glaze on them. Didn't make a whole lot of them, but you get the idea, I guess. Yeah, this is just a piece of dowel stick I picked up at Walmart, I think. Just I use it in some other when I build birdhouses and stuff, but it also makes a great thing to get these donuts done. Yeah, that's done. Put that on there. Don't want to cook them too long. Here we go. There's a nice fat one. I even saved a few donut holes. We'll cook him up after. Good old dog nuts. Yeah. Sometimes this thing doesn't give you enough heat, but it is what it is. It still works okay. I don't even know what they call it. Call it a T-fail, I guess. It cooks them, that's all that matters. It's all you can see is my white beard, huh? Give them a flip. One thing nice about this T-fail thing, it has a drain on the bottom where I can take and drain this all through, and it has a filter in it. So you can get quite a few uses out of this grease. Actually, it's vegetable oil. I'll put 4 in this one. Speed her up a little. Okay, no blocking here. Let that one up and breathe. There. I like watching those things fry up. I like eating them even better. Like watching paint dry. Here's a little bubbling going on in there. Hear him breathing. Golden brown. I like making cake donuts too. They're a lot of fun. They're even a little easier than these. You don't have to let them rise so much anyway. They don't rise hardly at all. All right. We're almost there. A little donut holes. Have to watch it I don't get splashed with that because it might hurt. There, got them all. These over here. Get out my powdered sugar. About 2.5 cups of powdered sugar there. That ought to be plenty. Better flip them. Flippity-doo-dah. Some of them are a little top heavy. get another piece of wax paper. Dump them on the wax paper over here. There we go. Unplug this and put the top back on. Hang on to your hat, I'm moving you to the other side. There. Now, what was I doing? Oh, I was looking for some vanilla. Oh, that's strawberry. This is vanilla. That in there. And I would like to put in some maple on my top in here. That should do it. Now I need a whippity thing. I want to add a little milk to that, if I can find it. I still got some of those kolaches left. Boy, those are good. I put some icing on top, that butter cream icing. Calories. Let's try that and see how much that is. Need a dab more. No, I can smell that maple. I'd invite you all down for a donut party, but you probably all live far away. Getting there. That looks good. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see here. What do I want to use? Got one of these old Sterling Lados. I'll see what that does. Let's just make some sprinkles here. Put some on the donut holes. Give them equal treatment here. And there we have it. Looks kind of yummy, doesn't it? Of course, I want to thank you all for coming along again for my little ventures here. I might partake me in one few of these, maybe 3. Who knows? But until next time, I'm Papa Keith's Kitchen. Later.